Okay, we're back at it again. And this time around, well, let me tell you a little bit of a story first. So I was perusing Reddit and I came across a post that said, well, something along the lines of the crossbow being meta. So I figured, well, now this is way too good to pass up. So here we are. We're going to try out the crossbow. We're going to see if it's actually meta. And yeah, as always, gameplay first, and then stats and breakdown and all the fun stuff at the very end. Alright, catch you at the end.
Oh, you little bow and arrow.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay, so here's the thing I'm really liking about the crossbow. They upped the velocity. Where were you? Thank
Fuck
Christ.
off.
Whew. Ah, oh, damn. That's really how I died. I didn't even. No, it's fine. It's fine. All right, we'll try again.
Take that shit, take that shit.
Heads up. 2 teams.
There's multiple teams.
Down the one on the roof. They're right next door here. Whoa. Oh my god, run! Oh, you lucky son of a bitch. There we go, get out of here. Also over here. Whoa! Ooh. Got a guy down here. Shit, dude. Oh, come on. No, back up.
Three people right here in paint.
Marking a vendor. Never mind. Forget it. Forget it. I'll take that.
Alright, let's talk about the crossbow. Okay, so here we go. We're going to break it down a little bit, and then, yeah, we'll talk about it. Okay, so 28 strand cable. So obviously it increases your bullet velocity, how far it's going to go, how fast, and whatnot. Your attack laser. So obviously aim down sight speed, aiming stability, and aim lock steadiness. I'll come back to the optic in one sec. So your FTAC, Fury 20-inch bolts. These things are awesome. This is the explosive tip one. It's perfect. Does kind of mess with your accuracy and velocity, but it looks like honestly it just sets it right back to where it's supposed to be. So no loss, no gain on that one, I guess. And then sleight of hand. Now sleight of hand is key because the crossbow takes forever to reload as it is. So while it still does take a little bit, this actually cuts it down by quite a lot. Still not a close range thing, but we'll talk about that in a second here. So the loadout that I saw basically was a choose your own optic sort of deal, right? So I decided to go with the mini reflex, just for that sort of medium range and whatever else. I saw someone else, actually I think the original poster on Reddit had put the VLK 3x optic, but I decided to go with this just in case of that, close to mid-range battle. So there you go. There you have it. Okay. So let's talk about it a little bit here. Okay, so the time to kill on this thing is ridiculous, but at the same time weird because it's got that explosive tip on it, right? So one hit will automatically break the armor. and then when the explosive bolt goes off, it will down or kill or whatever, right? So it is super duper duper handy. Like this thing, no matter the range, no matter nothing, this thing is a one-shot death sentence for sure. The recoil, I I didn't really notice all that much on it. Simply because it's such a slow fire, recoil is realistically like a non-issue. You know what I mean? That and I was using the mini reflex, so it's not like I was magnified in. I will say this though, there is a ton of flinch. Like if you get shot, it'll kick your screen up. With every bullet, it just goes up. Like your flinch is horrible with this thing. Um, Mobility, it's like an AR. You know what I mean? It's not especially fast by any means, but what do you expect? It's crossbow. I mean, come on. And the ADS. The ADS was pretty good on this. Well enough that I could, like, I wasn't worried. That's not what I was worried about when it came to close quarters engagements. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously you're worried about missing the shot because that sleight of hand just is not fast enough. So it's, yeah, like in a close quarters engagement, you'll be worried about missing your shot because, yeah, sleight of hand just isn't fast enough to even really, sorry, let me rephrase that. Even with sleight of hand, it still won't save you in a close quarters engagement. Not at all. That's, yeah, I mean, we're dealing with the crossbow, right? So, but yeah, your ADS time, I wouldn't say like it's not like lightning quick, but it's good enough. You know what I mean? It's good for what this is, and that's all you can ask for with the crossbow. So the one thing I really, really, really liked about the crossbow was the one shot kill from anywhere. Like that's perfect. Like no matter how far you are or anything like that, when you hit, it's gonna break that armor automatically. Doesn't matter if it's on legs, body, arm. Although actually, just one second. You got to be careful when you're like I would aim for the body personally because in the pre-games a couple of times I had shot for like the arms and I swore it hit and then it just kind of like zoomed right by. I don't know. Hard to hit the extremities, let's put it like that. But yeah, that's what I like about it. It's a one-shot death sentence for sure. The one thing I didn't like about it, hmm, the flinch, I think. I mean, I'll explain why I went with flinch and not the reload speed. So, like, I went with the flinch because if you get shot, it just throws your whole thing off. And then you have to back off, reset up, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. If you try and shoot whilst you're getting hit, it's gonna go 3 miles over his head. I mean, you might as well be looking at his feet and you'll hit him upper body. Like it is pretty crazy. Reload speed, and maybe I'll get to this in a second. Well, actually no, screw it. Let's jump right into it. So, is it for average Joes or is it for demons? I would say that this one is for average Joes. Simply because shoot. Okay. This is for average Joes as long as you use it like a long range weapon. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to learn there is a little bit more lead time with the sniper than there is with the sniper. But honestly, like as long as you use this to like a mid to long range, this thing is awesome. Now, that's why the reload speed wasn't the thing that I disliked the most because I wouldn't use this in close quarters combat. You know what I mean? Unless I absolutely have to. And even then, like when you're that close, your hip fire will get them. It'll smack them. It's awesome. It's great. But yeah, that's why I said that the reload speed wasn't a huge concern for me because I would use this. I mean, an average player like you and I would use this in a medium to long range situation. You're going to want to use an SMG for that close range stuff because yeah, if you miss, oh, then it's a death sentence. Then your reload speed is your biggest problem by far. So yeah, I definitely think this is for average Joes. It's so much fun. It really is so much fun. When you hit somebody, like it's just perfect. It really, really is. The one tricky thing is, I kind of mentioned it, the lead time, right? Like it's the weirdest thing. So you have to have a fair amount of lead time because that bolt travels, like it's faster now than it ever was. Before it was so slow. But yeah, you just kind of, yeah, there's a weird amount of lead time. And then, like, if all of a sudden they change directions, which seems to be, like, the norm now, you know what I mean, with Serpentine and everything like that, if somebody's, like, you know, zooming around, snaking around, you're gonna have a hard time hitting somebody. And then I think at that point, a lot of luck comes into play. But, yeah, no, this is definitely a high risk, high reward, heck of a gun to play with. I really did like it. It was fun. It really was. I might keep this one in my repertoire, actually. This was a lot of fun screwing around with. It's not meta, like the post suggests. Not even close. No way. If that bolt traveled faster, well, now we might be talking a different story. But as of right now, no, this thing's not meta. But it is for you, average Joes. So go out, have fun, and yeah, what's next?